We are amazing because our passion is limitless and our drive is intense. Therefore, you will not deny our grind. You are now listening to the Faith, Grind, and Inspire podcast.
Welcome back to another great episode of Faith, Grind, Inspire podcast. I am your host, Jean Colbert.
I'm your co-host, Colbert the Alchemist.
And I'm Don Williams, founder of Kuni Works Co., a woodworking shop out of Suffolk County, Long Island.
Yes. And look, before we get into this episode, and I want to do two things. Number one, I want to thank you guys once again, because last week we celebrated our 100th episode. So we're getting closer to that 2-year mark. But 2 years is like, the 2-year episode is like 104. But, but I like 100, So I want to thank you guys again. We celebrated last week and we did a great, thank you guys for all coming out. Tune in for our live podcast. Details is always going to be available to you guys. So, look out for that. Now, Mr. Don, listen. Yes. So, a month and a half ago, like maybe, late February, early March, Don, I'm in Florida. No, actually February. Mm-hmm. So, I'm in Florida. Don says, look, he sends me a text message. Matter of fact, I want to read it. I'm going to read it. So he writes me this. He says, I have to tell you, I have gotten so much inspiration from you and your podcast. I wanted to find a way to say thank you. So I'm making you something. That's all you're getting until it's done. So he sends me a picture and all you see is grind, right? So I send him a video, of course, because, I don't send text messages. So I
infamously does not send text messages.
All right. I send videos. So I send him a video. Like, I can't wait. And, he said, your thank you is ready, right? But I was in Florida. So he said, you're not getting a sneak peek. Hit me when you get back north. I said, damn, I can't wait. And then finally, I get back to New York. And when I got back to New York, man, when I tell you, Kobe, this was like, he came to the house. I was going to drive to him. I was excited. I was about to pack up anew, and we were going to go to Long Island. He's like, no. I'll come to you. So this guy lives all the way in Suffolk County. So I was like, what? He's coming to Brooklyn? Yeah, I can't wait to see this thing. So he comes over, big package, right? And I'm like, all right, this is real. Like, what the hell is this? And my son goes crazy when he sees this thing.
A news reaction was by far the best part of that night.
Yo, yeah, it was. Wow! Yo! This is fire, bro.
Whoa!
Wow!
Oh!
I love it.
Thank you.
This is fire, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome, man.
That's
Put it wherever, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is fire, bro.
This is fire.
Wow. Turn off the lights, bro. Oh, wait. Watch this. Alexa, good night.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wow.
I see something is
Yo, shout out to my man Don, bro. Wow. Faith, grind, inspire, bro. Faith, grind, inspire, man. Yo, no, you matched it on. Yo, bro, I can't wait to show people.
Was by far the best part of that night.
Yo, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
To see every day he goes to school and he's like, Faith, grind, inspire. And I ask my son every morning, like, which word you feel today? And he's like, today is faith, Dad. And then the next
You
day,
got to explain.
oh yeah.
What is the gift?
What it is? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gives me. So he unveils it, and it's basically the logo, right, on like a I want to say like a light box, but it's not like a light box, but it's handmade
I saw it.
custom laser
Incredible.
lights inside. It illuminates. It has the colors, right? So the gold is the grind, and it's like I don't know what color that is, but it's like a beautiful color.
Yeah.
With the faith and inspire, and it's like maybe how big is it?
It's 20 by 20.
20 by 20.
Yeah, it's big.
Right? So it's pretty big, and it's wood on the sides, but nice brush. I can't even explain it.
You put it on your social media.
Yes, I put it on the social media. I put it on the social media.
That's incredible.
And
incredible
I created,
work, man.
yo, man, beautiful work, bro. Beautiful work. But on top of the beautiful work, I felt I felt like I wanted to keep going. Like, I was like, because you do stuff. Like, you're talking to a mic.
Yeah.
There's no audience here.
Right.
Like, you don't know who's listening. You don't know who you're inspiring.
Right.
And but you keep going. Something keeps telling you, yo, keep going, man. You don't know. You're saving. Sometimes I got a video message on Instagram from this woman from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I got another person, a guy from Wyoming.
Right.
Like, random place I've never been to.
Right.
So, and then all of a sudden, like, I kept getting text messages. It just so happened that week, I just kept getting affirmations, confirmations, like, all the time. And like, all these people just started popping up and then he sends me this text. And I was like, all right, cool, man. Like, it was just part of that flow.
Right.
Yeah.
But then when I saw it,
Wow.
it was confirmation, man. I was like, man, we gotta keep going, man. So, thank you.
Oh man, it was really, it was truly my pleasure. I
can't even stop saying thank you. I sent him a thank you note again.
He sent me a thank you note in the mail. Very nice.
I was like,
cardstock was very nice.
Man, I was crying, bro. Like, for real. Like, I was tearing. I don't cry at funerals, bro.
Right.
I was like tearing because I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when someone gives you flowers when you're here,
Right.
it means so much to you, man.
You know, it's funny. I didn't know all the other outreach that came your way, the woman from Minnesota and all that.
Yeah.
So that gift is really a manifestation of all of that. You know, like you know, it was a perfect opportunity for me to show you how much the podcast means to me because I am a legit fan. We've talked about your podcast on end.
Yeah.
So it was really, really a pleasure to do it. And for me on my business side, it was a very lucky encounter to find a person that had a really industrial laser printer, network with them, and give me the capability to make stuff like that. Really take the business to the next level.
Wow. I mean, there's nothing like, it's one thing getting a gift, like going to the store and just buying something, but to craft something where someone takes time and really intention to make something for you, it's heartwarming, and it is because there's a different level of intention to actually create something and have that person in mind. So that is profound. It speaks volumes for one Jean, and it speaks volumes for the type of person you are to actually put that type of love and intention to that, man. And how long did that take to make?
Oh, no time. It took probably I sent the email.
That was February.
A week, not even. Yeah, wow. About a week. I was mostly waiting for the lights to come in from my vendor, but once I got the lights in, it was a pretty quick process. But you touched on something about the how these gifts make you feel. So that's how I go into every single thing that I build. Like everything that I build has a personal component to it. You can go to the store and get somebody something really nice. You get them a Cartier watch. All this money you can spend on it. But the effort that someone makes to build something from scratch just for you,
right?
That goes along with the gift.
Right.
That goes a long way. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So, like, thank you again, man. Yeah, man. Thank you again. Like, that's just amazing to me. You know what I mean? Like, people forget about, like, even though the little gestures, you know what I mean? Like, people forget about what it means to be, like, human. You know what I'm saying? Like, what a personal like gift means, like a handmade gift, like a custom gift, like anything that you made, crafted, like use your talents. Like anybody out there, like, sometimes I send, instead of writing happy birthday to people, I'll send them a message from wherever I am to say happy birthday to them. Right? Just because I just want to show them, like, look, Like this is for real, not just a
taking
copy
time.
and paste thing like
Right,
everyone's doing, you know.
Right.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah, no
but
problem, no problem.
listen,
Yeah.
you're an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
You're married to my cousin.
I am.
You got 2 beautiful kids, one on the way.
One on the way.
So you about to have 3 beautiful kids,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Healthy, like you built a great life for yourself, you and Raquel, and I'm proud of you.
Thank
I'm proud of what you guys have done.
Likewise.
I'm proud of what you guys continue to do, and you guys have this balance, this teamwork, and that's what I love. It's like a good teamwork about it, and I like that. So tell me about the new entrepreneur mindset.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about that, man.
I would love to. So it's perfect that I'm on episode 101
Yes.
because I'm a beginning entrepreneur. My mindset is just changing to the mindset you need for an entrepreneur. Thinking out the box, doing things after your 9 to 5. I still work a 9 to 5. I'm an event planner for a nonprofit on Long Island. I've been doing it for 10 years. We raise money for individuals with disabilities, and I'm very passionate about it. But I'm passionate about other things. I'm passionate about building my own brand, building my own things. So it's perfect that it's 101 because I'm a beginner, and I take a lot of cues from people like you, and I thank you for having me on the podcast. But I also thank you for putting something like this out because consumption is one of the first things you need to change in your mindset. What you consume is what is going to impact you, right? So watching the news and watching all these shows, it's a time waste, and you're not going to get any value from it, right? So listening to podcasts like this, listening to podcasts for business, for learning about stocks, for learning about P&L reports, all the stuff that I listen to is now to add value to my life.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah, it's a pretty important component. That's where I am, and we're gonna have this conversation and talk about where I am right now. And I would love to come back in about a year and see where where entrepreneurialism has taken me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to take you far, man,
Yeah.
because it's all about support system. It's all about Bree. Yeah. So it's all about support system. It's all about the mindset. It's all about focus. It's all about dedication, grit, persistence. Like you got all of that, you know? And so I see it going far, man.
Yeah.
And then you put effort. You can see, you know how we talked about a couple episodes back, we talked about the glow
Right.
and passion.
Right.
I see it in his work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it translates. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It translates. You can see when someone puts in love and effort and care
Absolutely.
into something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's why people love Apple.
They
That's
love
why
it.
people. That's why you love Apple products, man. Because every time you get the package, I don't think people throw out the boxes with the phone.
Nope, I still got like
you
an
could-
iPhone 4 box.
Yeah.
You could probably sell it. I think probably people sell the boxes
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, from every Apple product, from laptop to earpods. You know what I mean?
branding.
Like
It's branding.
it's just the love and the brand that you put in, the effort that you put in besides your brand.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think you'll go far with that. So what do you think is one of the biggest takeaways now from, or the disconnect between the new entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs before social media and entrepreneurs with social media? Like, what do you think it is, right? Because I think one of the things where, being that we were part of that generation of, like, we saw it, it was
All happened,
it was
yeah.
all happening. I'll be transparent. I didn't think people were going to be able to use social media to
Right.
really build big business, right.
Right.
I thought it was for kids,
Right,
I
right.
thought it was a way to like hook up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like not, you know.
Yeah.
But then once I realized, I remember people would talk about the DM, like yo, slide into DMs,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm never going into DM. I'm married, right? But then I realized that you can send videos in the DM.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I'm sliding into DMs.
I'm sliding DMs. But not for the DM, not sliding the way you think.
Yeah, yeah.
And I started making money.
Yeah.
And it was a way because I was showing the And I think what happened was, I was at my office. This is how it came up. I was at my office, and these young salesmen at ACA were there, and they were talking about how do I use social media. I was like, there's no way you're not making money. Like, there's no way. Everyone is on social media. Every business person's on social media. Let me show you how I can make close a deal on social media in less than 10 minutes. They're like, how? Show me. I was like, okay, pick an industry. They were like, lawyer. I was like, all right. I did #lawyer. I saw a couple guys that were attorneys. I went into their DM. I slid in their DM, right? And I made a video. Hey, what's going on? This is Jean Colbert from ACA Branding Agency. I love what you're doing. I want to present you with, I want to send you some samples of some of our business cards. Let me know when let me know how I can send it to you. Done. Like 5 minutes later, one of the guys responded, yo, man, I've been actually thinking about some business cards. And I got the deal.
That's it.
The guy came to he happened to be in Brooklyn. He came to the office, picked up the package.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And we ordered business cards. Not the cheap ones either, you know? And so they were shocked.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
That easy.
It's really that easy.
It is that easy.
it.
So to go back to your initial
So, yeah,
question,
go ahead.
Yeah, I can't speak to entrepreneurial mindset before the social media explosion, but I do know this. Now there's literally zero excuses. Before social media, you would need a little bit of money to start up your business, to do marketing, to get all this equipment, to do whatever. Now with social media, I don't have a website page. I do all my business through Facebook, Marketplace, and Instagram. I don't have to pay any fees to anybody. All the money comes straight to me, and it works perfectly. Now, as the business grows and I need more branding and I need more market share, then I could go into building a standalone website. But as it stands right now, at the scale of my business,
You don't need it.
I don't need it, and all that's free. It's free publicity, free advertising.
That's amazing.
And people are looking for it. All you have to do is put it out there.
Put it out
If you build it, they will come. That's the truth.
But you have to work.
But you have to work.
to work.
You know?
that's
You have to
part.
work.
You have to work.
You know, a lot of people build stores and then they think people are just going to show up. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't work
You
like
got to put in the work.
Exactly.
You got to put in that consistent. People are attracted to success. People are attracted to winners. You know what I mean?
Right.
People are attracted to people who are passionate.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it, man. Like, that's how I really believe that. There's no secret sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are just attracted to
And it's a good energy.
good energy.
It's a
You know what I'm
good
saying?
energy.
And what you're doing is great energy, man. Like, he started off. Tell him how you started off, because I don't want to tell you stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. So, like G mentioned, me and my wife, we were about 6 years ago, we were looking to buy a house on Long Island. Long Island is a rough place to buy a house, especially. I mean, at that time, we were just coming out of the recession, and the markets were getting better. So we had a little money saved. We were like, all right, time to buy the house. As we were buying the house, we figured we were going to get a fixer-upper. You know, it's Long Island. We're going to get a fixer-upper. I'm going to work on the weekends. So let me start buying some tools.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to Home Depot every time I buy a saw, buy this, buy that. We end up buying this gorgeous house in Suffolk County. It's a very nice house. Needs very little work. And now I got a garage full of tools with nothing to do with them. So I'm on YouTube one day, and this guy made a backyard blocks game, it's a Jenga, but they call it backyard blocks. Don't sue me, Jenga. So he made. I was like, oh, I could do that. It's just some 2x4s. You put them together, no problem. So I made my first backyard block, posted it on social media. Really, at this point, not harnessing the power of social media, not even thinking about that stuff. I'm working my 9 to 5, I'm raising my children. That it is what it is. And I put it on social media, and people like, oh, could you build me one? Could you build me one? Like friends. And then it was friends of friends. Like, can you build me one? Can you build me one? And it just kept growing. I was like, oh, there's something here. The margins aren't that great, but it's something I love to do, and it's something that could grow. So I was like, oh, I'll do it. So I started making them a couple summers ago, and then I started to expand the portfolio of items I would make. So I would make the backyard blocks. I would make 4 in a row, which is Connect Four. Don't sue me again. But really, really big Connect Fours that the people play in their backyards. Kids love them, you know, and people really resonate to it. When you have those in your backyard at any kind of function, it's a place where people congregate and talk and have a really good time. So people really enjoy it. And it's something you can have for years to come. You know, it brings joy to people from years to come. And it's something that I know I built that's going to be in your house and bring you pleasure and joy. It's great. And so then, you know, we started making cornholes, which is another backyard game.
I love that.
Yeah, people love cornholes. I make it with those lights that are on your sign. You put those around the circle so you can play it at night and it lights.
I'm a family man, entrepreneur, investment property specialist. I am your Brooklyn, Long Island agent who understands the importance of building a strong future for your legacy. Allow me to guide you through your next real estate experience. It's finally time to buy a house and make it your home. First, you'll need a trusted advisor to guide you through the process. In Jean Alert and the Sabre team, you'll find just that with confidence, focus, and tact.
When it's time to list your home, you want to ensure you choose the most resourceful, unwavering team to represent your interests.
Our mission is to help everyone find their place in the world.
Lights up.
Oh, I need one, man. Sign me up. You already got a customer. Summer's right around the corner, man. Sign me up. I want one with the Haitian flag on it too, man. If you could do that, that's it. That's it.
Easy
I
peasy,
love
yeah.
it. I love it.
Yeah, so I mean, and then I caught the bug, right? Because this is about 2 years ago. You start making the podcast, and I started listening to podcasts out of support from you, supporting my cousin. But then I'm like, this is speaking to me, you know, like this podcast and the entrepreneurial mindset is speaking to me. I never thought I would get into something like that. I'm happy.
That's all good.
I'm happy with my 9-to-5 job, but there was just something telling me there's more. There's more out there. There's more for you to do. So we got in it, and you know, not just myself. Raquel is a big fan of the podcast as well, and now we're starting, you know, other ventures. You know, besides Kuni Works. You know, we have Gracious Space New York.
Yes.
Which is coming out this summer. Which Gracious Space New York is a rental business. We rent. You might not want to buy it, but you got a party coming on in the summertime. So you just rent the backyard block so the Connect Four or the or staging for your
Staging for the backdrops and
backdrops
stuff.
and stuff. You can rent all that stuff through us. So website, we already bought the domain. I'm building out the website right now for that. You know, and stuff is moving. So I'm turning my family into business partners.
Yeah,
you know?
I love that.
His son, he's creating a business for his son already. Like,
powerful,
yeah, man. Like, so that's what I'm saying. The dynamic of family, right, is really cool when it's a partnership, right? And when you build it together, and everyone has that same vision and that understanding, it can flow better, right? There's not too much friction.
Yeah.
When you come home and you spend hours in the garage, right, which is your office, there's no beef. You know what I'm saying? There's no
support.
why are you in the garage?
Yeah,
like,
it's just
and now that's gonna show in the work.
Right.
You know, it's more of I know why you're doing this. So because you could be in the garage freaking smoking hookah and getting drunk and just, you know what I mean? And just, you know, doing other crazy stuff in the garage, you know? But you're not doing that.
Right.
You're doing stuff to increase the legacy, build on the legacy of the family, which is increasing the stock of the family, which is what I want a lot of people to understand. ladies out there, fellas out there, like if your significant other is doing stuff to increase the value of the family, support them, right? Don't fight them. If they're doing things to decrease the value of the family, okay, then punch them in the face. You know what I mean? But if you have to ask the intention, you know what I'm saying? You have to see where the intention of the person is and understand, like, is this for or against?
Right.
If it's for, you build on. Because I get this a lot, not from sometimes as listeners, sometimes because we talk about balance so much in this show.
That's exactly what I was about to touch on.
Yeah.
So, all the things you just discussed are critical, but I am a tunnel vision kind of person. Like when I have something in my sights, that's all I see, right? And so my wife, she's the one who's like, wait a minute, you got kids, you got other responsibilities. Let's take off the blinders. Let's open and see the wide scope of everything you're doing. What you're doing is important, but remember, Mika's got soccer practice, Mika's got basketball practice, Ari's got dance, and you need to be there for these things.
Yes.
And she'll bring me back.
Yes, no, it's
Bring me
important.
back.
That's that balance.
That's critical too.
Yeah. Because as entrepreneurs, man, I'll stay in my office till 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
Keep
Sometimes
going.
my wife will have to, my son will FaceTime me. Like, Dad, what's up? And then I was like, oh, yeah, all right, I'm coming home right now. And so, because I'll never ignore his call, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, so, but yeah, man, that balance is real,
That balance
man.
is
Like, you
critical.
need it. You need it,
yeah.
you know? So, it's like give and take, you know what I mean? But that's why it's good that you're right now the business is in the
garage.
In the garage. Hey,
I'm just a yellow away.
I'm just downstairs, man. You want to come help?
Sometimes I have to be off site. So like for your sign, I've linked up with this company called Let's Craft.
Let's Craft,
yes.
okay.
So I've become a brand ambassador with them. They're a really great company. They're just starting, and their brand, the tagline is a gym for crafters. So you go to a gym, you pay a monthly membership, you get to use all the machinery.
Got you.
So same idea with the crafting world.
Understand.
So you go there, you can use, they have embroidery machines, they have sublimation machines to make your own t-shirts, make your own hats.
Wow.
You can make your own logo on drinking, on mugs and coffee mugs and all that stuff.
Genius.
You can have a sewing machine there. They have and they have the laser printer.
Wow.
So most of those items, that's for the home crafter and for people that are in the crafting field. Not for me, but that laser printer, that laser cutter is an
It's
amazing
key.
tool, right? So being a brand ambassador with them and sharing their vision has been really exciting. Like I said, they're based on Long Island. Their website is letscraft.org. If you're interested, you can go check that out. But it's funny. Ever since I decided, like, I'm gonna go full force, the world has been bringing people like them into my life.
Alignment.
Yeah. As soon as I put that
Alignment.
energy out, all of that stuff started
That's
coming
it.
right back to me.
Yep.
And now, it's great for them. They, I've been on Fox 5 because of them.
Nice.
I've been in Newsday because of them. Their business is growing because of it. My business is growing.
It's a reciprocity.
Yeah, the
I think
reciprocity is
Nice.
that's amazing.
So and I mean, I keep telling people, like, if you want to do something, just go out and do it. Tell the world you want to do it. The world will make it happen for you.
Right.
With work, right?
With work.
Grind, effort. Like
And faith.
I was up 4 o'clock in the morning the other day at the place printing out, doing making a Jenga. Someone wanted a Jenga with their family crest on it, right? So I did.
love that.
So I did all the family crest on their Jengas, and I'm sitting at
This
texting
place
my
is
wife.
24 hours. Is
This
there?
place is 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The place is 24 hours. Once you become a member, you get a key card to the building and you get access. You can go in there, and it's
Incredible.
It's incredible.
That's incredible.
So
man.
your why before, right, was different than your why now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that whole revisiting why your why and like what do you think about that? Like what's your thoughts?
So I think your why is your cornerstone, right? Whatever your why is, it's got to be strong enough to pull you back when you get no's. You can get 1,000 no's, and those no's will be softened because you have the strength of your why.
Yes.
So, personally, my why is bigger than my family. So my family is my bedrock why. But I want to become a successful entrepreneur to be, number one, an example, because where I come from on Long Island, I'm from I'm from Roosevelt, Freeport. I'm right on the borderline.
Okay.
Right? And I
rough, man, back in the day.
Yeah, it was no joke back in the day. And I was lucky enough that my mom scraped together some money and sent me to Kellenberg. And so I have the world that I grew up in as a little kid, and then this whole new world with the diversity of going to a Catholic school,
Right.
Really opening up my eyes. And I was like, oh, this is very different from Roosevelt High School, right? And having to maneuver in these worlds, and still getting off the bus, and stuff is burnt down and looking crazy, but still going to my friend's house that lives in a nice neighborhood and seeing that juxtaposition of wealth and way people live.
Yeah, like 10 minutes away.
Right,
That's
10 minutes
powerful.
away. Yeah,
That's
10 minutes away. So,
There you go.
so my why, to get back to my why, is to go back into those communities. Go, because there's people there still. I was having a conversation with one of my business partners, Brandon, last night, and he was saying he was at the high school in Freeport, and he was talking to people. He was talking to these kids, and he asked, he was like, "How old are you?" He was like, "I'm 17." Kid was in the 8th grade. Like, there's no,
Wow.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Wow.
a generation of people are getting lost, and you forget about that. Like, I live in this world. I don't live in their world anymore. I don't get to see their world. You can almost forget about them, and they're being left behind.
Yeah.
And these kids of color need to be brought up
Yeah.
to be able to catch up
It's
to the
so
rest
it's
of the
so
world.
true, man. That's why we have the program, the Faith Grind Inspired programs in the high schools, in the middle schools, because we don't want to forget them in the inner city too. You know what I'm saying? Because they will get lost.
Right.
Yeah.
And the system is built in a way where it's sort of built for them to fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So, because if you don't have the work ethic, you don't have the family structure, you don't
Resources,
have the
yeah.
resources, and all you hear is, well, the easiest route is to say, hey, point that way.
Right.
If you point that way and say it's their fault, then that's the easy way.
Right.
So no,
Right.
because there's people, and I said this in episode 87, there's so many different people, it's different cultures
Right.
that are winning.
Right.
And I'm not gonna. You could go back to 87 and hear
Yeah.
that my whole rant, but the thing is, it's real. Like, how does a guy from Freeport, Uniondale, right? Roosevelt,
Yeah.
right? Single parent home or none?
Single parent home.
Single parent home.
Yeah.
Come from that. She struggled. She did her thing. Sent you to an expensive Kellenberg school,
she did.
right?
Right.
And then now you own a home. You have a family, right? You have 3 kids. Like, you have a business, but you still have a job, and you're balancing all of this, right?
Right.
So there's a way. It's
There's a way.
possible,
Yes, yeah.
right? And I'm not saying it was easy for you. I'm not saying that you just was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna make it,
No, yeah,
But
no.
at the same time, you put in the work.
Yeah.
You knew that there was a time. Tell me about the time where you were like, this is it. Like, what part of your life was like, yo, this is it. This is what I have to win, or I have to achieve this.
That, so interestingly enough, that moment really was probably in like the last 4 months. Like, we've been, like you said, we live a pretty comfortable life. We're very happy. The kids are very happy. The kids are in private school. Like, we provide for our kids to have a better life than we had growing up. But with the third child, I was like, whoa. Now, with the third one, I was like, okay, now, like, we need to.
3 is a killer, man.
Number 3 is
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So that realization was like, okay, now like the grind is real. And on top of that, I'm turning 40 this year. I turned 40 in June. And 40 is
That's
just
what's up, man.
yeah, 40 is something that you just never think of, right?
Yeah.
Like, when I was growing up, 40 seemed
40 was
so far
40.
away. right?
40 was the old head.
Yeah, 40 was the old head.
But
I don't
it's
feel
not
like an
anymore.
old head.
I don't feel like
40
feel
is
great.
40 is the new 40
40's the new 20, man.
30, 20.
Yeah, the 40's the new 20, bro.
But it is a benchmark, right? It's a benchmark in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's crawling on my back, 40. So with those two things, with the impending birth of my daughter and 40 coming, my whys have gotten stronger and my resiliency for success is becoming stronger. So,
Man, that's what's up, bro.
yeah.
Like, you see, that's powerful, man.
Yeah, it's
Like-
not, it's not like for anybody. It is never ever too late to take that journey.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
No.
You can start it at any age.
Yes, you
like,
can.
and it's beautiful. Like when you have that support. Like I like it's so important to have that support. And I speak to people about this all the time. If you are building in a space where you don't have the support, you don't have that energy, it doesn't allow. You don't have a support system.
Yeah.
And that's gonna drive you stressful, and especially when you're trying to create. You want to be able to create in a clear mind and a clear space so that you can translate that energy. I I had a private chef company, and I speak about in terms of food.
Mm-hmm.
When someone puts time and effort in food, and your mother spends so much time on that
taste that
stove, you
love.
taste
You
the
taste that
love.
love.
You
Oh, yes,
taste
sir.
the love.
Oh, yeah.
Because the intention is not I want to make $1. It's like I want to make you happy.
Yeah.
And there's no satisfaction in that smile that comes on that
That's
face.
a
Like,
fact.
oh my God, that tastes so amazing. Or getting that gift that someone handcrafted with their hands. It's powerful. Like we are creators, and I think like that craftsman thing. I mean, Jesus was a carpenter,
Yeah.
and it's a very divine gift that you're doing, man. So I commend you. That's powerful stuff,
Yeah.
man.
I don't want you guys to think Kobe just gave you an excuse if you don't have a support system. Like, I can't be an entrepreneur.
Nah.
You go find a support system. That's another powerful thing about social media. So the woodworking community is an amazing community. So whatever community you want to get into, real estate, whatever it is, there's a community out there. And those people out there that want to teach you, that they want to bestow their knowledge that they have on whatever it is. So go find your support system if you don't have one. There are no excuses. Zero. I've gotten rid of all my excuses in 2020. I got 2020 vision.
Yes.
Clear.
Yes.
Clear.
I
Clear.
got 2020 vision. So whatever your excuse is, I'm gonna give you an alternate to that excuse.
Time is ticking,
Right. Time
and
is
you got
ticking.
plenty of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, time is ticking and you got plenty of it. And that kind of goes back to what you were just saying. It's never too late to start. So if you start at a later age, you have more experience in life to go through, to lean on. You got more expertise and
Right.
things to lean on. So use those as your strengths, So I don't feel like I'm behind the 8 ball at all.
You're ahead of the game, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm where I need to be, and the world is bringing into my stratosphere what it needs to be successful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything that happened in your life thus far is preparing you for what's next.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not, people that say, "Oh, you're doing so much, you're doing too much." Like you're not doing anything.
You're not doing
You're
enough.
not doing
You're
enough.
not doing
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
I leave, I want everybody to be like, "Man, yeah." Like I remember going to a comedy show
Yeah.
with Gene. I remember Gene giving me frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
Gene did my business
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Gene sold me a house.
Yeah, so
Gene did my mortgage.
So you're never gone, right?
You know what I mean?
You're never
Like,
gone, no matter
no,
what.
yeah, man.
Those little gifts in people's lives will
Exactly,
remain with
man.
them.
Like,
Forever.
you know,
Keep you alive
parties.
Timeless, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything. You just want to get it out your system. You want to try it. You want to experiment. You want to do stuff. And I love what you're doing, man. Like I love it, and I'm 100% behind it.
I'm
Aficionados out
I'm
there.
undefeated out here. So
Oh!
anybody want to see me in the cornhole, you got a problem,
Gauntlet
man.
has been thrown down.
The challenge. Yeah. You put it out there. All right, bro.
Just let them know I've
down.
been waiting for that L, man. I'm excited to take it. You know,
Yeah.
whoever want to bring it, but you know,
bring it, bro.
undefeated.
You
Yeah,
see,
love
I
it.
like that, man. We gotta make a Haitieville. So my family, my cousins, created Haitieville.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
yes.
And that's his wife.
I remember. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember when he
Yeah.
came out with that. It's
Yep.
amazing.
That
It's
was
amazing.
that was another really, really inspirational turning point in my life. Seeing them all get together every other Friday, seeing the growth of their social media pages.
Yes.
Close to 30,000
Yes.
from
Wow.
scratch.
From scratch.
Just
From
from
zero.
grinding, not buying any followers, no bots. Real life, just straight grind. I was like,
Yeah.
Incredible.
I was like, how can I not?
Yeah.
You know, how can I not?
Yeah.
So, shout out to Haitieville.
Yeah, Haitieville, shout out. Jaquel, Nadej, Chris, who else is there?
Tammy.
Tammy,
Yeah.
yes, Tammy.
Tammy Fufui.
Fufui. Fufui, she gonna kill us for that. Alexandra. Sorry. Yeah, we should just left there.
I'm so sorry.
But, man, so, guys, where can people find you?
So you can find me on Facebook at Kuni Works Co. You can find me on Instagram, same name, Kuni Works Co. Reach out, DM, check a look at some of the stuff that I've built. I've also built bespoke furniture. So if you have an idea for like an end table or something like that, we can chop it up and talk about business.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that's Kuni Works, Kuni Works.
That's right.
And tell them what Kuni Works means.
Kuni is Swahili for wood. So I'm always cognizant of expressing the culture that we all come from, which is the motherland. You know? So my family, I'm Black American, as Haitians like to say.
Black American, yes.
My family's from North Carolina, which is one of the furniture hubs of the country. They make a lot of furniture.
Wow.
Furniture and pigs. That's what North Carolina is known for.
I had no idea.
So
about
it must be in my blood. My family's from North Carolina. But what we all have in common is the lineage back to the motherland. So I wanted my name of my company to kind of reflect that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much for coming
you.
on, Don. Guys, thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Faith Grind Inspired Podcast. Oh, wait.
No.
Oh.
Well, what are you gonna ask my superpower? I'm ready. I'm
No.
ready for all the questions.
I got, what's your superpower? Since you want to bring it up.
No. So I would think my superpower is the ability to connect with anyone.
Okay.
Throughout my life, being in all these different worlds gave me the opportunity to be able to connect with you on a very personal level, you on a personal level, and it's proven to be very helpful in my entire life. So that's my superpower.
The question.
Yeah. Oh,
Out of Faith Grind Inspire, which
ready for
word
this one, too.
resonates with you?
it's grind right now. Like right now, it's grind. But it's really like choosing a child. What's your favorite child? Like all three of them are critical components, right? But as of right now,
This
I'm
point
in
in life,
love with the grind.
You're in love with the grind.
I'm in love with the grind.
Okay.
love it.
I respect it.
Grind.
I respect it.
But that doesn't belittle faith and inspire, because probably one of the main reasons I'm here is because of my inspiration, the inspiration that I have gotten from you. So
Appreciate it, man.
but grind.
You're in grind mode.
I'm in grind mode.
Grind mode.
Grind
right
mode,
there.
yeah, man.
I love
All right. So, take two, right? On that note, I want to thank all the listeners. I want to thank you, Kuni Works, Don. Thank you so much. I want to thank Kobe. I want to thank WABC, Matt, our producers, Matt, Ariel, Brianna. Thank you guys for all your help and assistance, keeping this show going, make it like one of the number one podcasts on WABC, right? I need your support, guys. I need you guys to continue to keep pushing this podcast, subscribe, like it, share it. I see that our shares are going up. It's like over 600 shares on the YouTube. So that means you're sharing our episodes. Thank you.
Spread love.
Spread the love, right? And catch us every Wednesday on WABC, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you watch or listen to podcasts, right? Where do you listen to it?
I listen to it on Spotify.
Spotify. Okay. So wherever you listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're here, right? And if you know anybody who wants to be a great guest, email Brianna podcast@faithgrindinspired.com. She handles all the bookings. And let us know. Connect with us. My Instagram is Mr. Alert, ALERTE. What's yours?
I am _The Alchemist. THELCHEMIST.
Yes. And Faith Grind Inspire podcast. It's Faith Grind Inspire on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you listen to it, wherever you on social, whatever. Keep going no matter what.
No matter what.
Keep the faith. Peace. I'm a family man, entrepreneur, investment property specialist. I am your Brooklyn, Long Island agent who understands the importance of building a strong future for your legacy. Allow me to guide you through your next real estate experience. It's finally time to buy a house and make it your home. First, you'll need a trusted advisor to guide you through the process. In Jean Alert and the Sabre team, you'll find just that with confidence, focus, and tact.
When it's time to list your home, you want to ensure you choose the most resourceful, unwavering team to represent your interests.
Our mission is to help everyone find their place in the world.